Hello, kids, and welcome to the Domestic Disturbance Podcast. 3 comics, 3 opinions, 1 shit show. Featuring Mike Keegan.
Are you just going to talk over me the whole time? Is that what you're going to do? All right, thank you. I hope you enjoyed that episode. Thank you very much.
Carla Oakerson.
I tolerate you. I think I tolerate you very well.
You don't tolerate me at all.
I tolerate you. Believe that. I certainly tolerate all your horse shit. Look at me, I'm being tolerant right now. Look how tolerant. I'm tolerating it.
And Tim Saliani.
See,
Bill Clinton suicides people was the name of my high school band.
Be sure and stop by the Domestic Disturbance Podcast Facebook page to check out any new shows, upcoming events, or to leave us some hate mail. Music from our podcast is from the hardcore band Bore. You should check them out on Spotify and Bandcamp, where you can put a little something in the hat for them and purchase their music like good little consumers. Thanks for listening, and enjoy the arguments.
right? We're not just talking heads.
We're live, so
We are live, people. I'm just sharing. I'm sharing. Everybody better be tuning in. All right, here we go. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Thank you. This is this week's episode of the Domestic Disturbance Podcast. I'm Mike Keegan, joined by my lovers, Carla Oakerson and the great Tim Saliani. Cheers, buddy.
cheers.
Guys, I have a
Oh,
confession to make.
Oh, boy.
I have a confession to make.
What's that?
My name is actually Carol Oakerson, and I'm from Boston.
Yeah, no shit. We all knew you weren't Hispanic. Look at you. Especially in
Yeah.
ID, you look even less Hispanic.
I really do.
You honestly do.
Look
Holy
at that
shit.
little blonde. Look at that little blonde angel that just ran behind you. You don't even have Hispanic
Dude,
kids.
you are a shade away from Roadside Memorial. Like it's
The closer you get, the less Hispanic I look for some reason.
oh, that's a bit of hilarity.
I got this new HD camera so you all can see how really truly white I am.
So
you're You're sitting in front of a Christmas tree that doesn't even have diamond lions on it. You're not Hispanic.
Diamond lions.
Yeah, that's what Hispanic people do. Disco balls and diamond lions. I've met a few Hispanics in my day.
He learned all he has to know about the culture from the 2 scenes in Belly that involved you guys.
He watched me Vita Loca, and now he thinks he's a fucking expert.
No, look at the bottom.
He's like, where's your cousin Mousy? Mouse and Smiley.
How wild is that Alec Baldwin's wife just faked being Spanish?
Okay,
with an
so hilariously, since I made a post on social media, like, what the hell is up with this chick? 2 people that I know actually are familiar with her. One is like actually really knew her from ballroom dancing, I guess, and said that she went from not having an accent to having an accent, but no one really gave a shit about her enough to question it. And the other one was like, my family's friends with her family. We know her dad very well. And like this whole time we've been like, what the fuck is she talking about? Like, I guess they had a vacation home in Spain.
In Mallorca, yeah.
In Mallorca, but she's been, so like, I didn't know anything about her except that she pops out kids at a truly alarmingly Hispanic rate.
Yeah, they had like 5 kids since 2008 or something, right?
Yeah, she just bangs them out like one after the other. So like, I assume she was Hispanic because we reproduce well.
Before only gave birth to pigs.
Huh?
Before her. Yeah.
Right, like this, do all like the 3 people watching us know what we're talking about? Hilaria Baldwin.
Yeah, so we're talking about Hilaria Baldwin.
I love the
fact that you referenced "You're a rude little piggy." I didn't want to overlook Mike's joke. That was fucking funny.
So this whole time she's been saying she's Hispanic and like I guess just putting on some wackadoodle accent, which I always thought was a little odd, but I just assumed she spoke many languages and that's why it was like that. Why did she just decide out of nowhere?
That one was funny today.
Hilarious. So her name is actually Hillary.
Yeah, her name's Hillary from Boston. Like, listen, I'm a guy who likes Hispanic women, and I assume that Alec Baldwin is the same way now. I hate Alec Baldwin, but I feel for him because if I found out tomorrow that you were just like Cheryl from Pop Hog, I'd be fucking pissed off. And now Alec Baldwin wakes up today and he's just like he's married to Hillary from Boston. She's just like, sorry, Alec. I'm wicked sorry. Did I break your heart?
Now, do you think he knew and he was in on it, or do you think he had no clue? Has he said anything about it?
She's got to be the greatest voice actor of all time.
Yeah.
To sound like she's like Hispanic, but be like hide that Boston. People from Massachusetts literally sound like they're chewing on the alphabet.
Now, guys, do you know?
You're taking the worst trash accent that everybody hates and turning it into the most beautiful accent.
Now, do you guys know? I think we've talked about
knock your fucking teeth out of your mouth, Donnie.
You guys have a thing for horrible accents, right?
What was that?
Like I have a thing. Like I have a kink. I love these horrible accents. Before I dated Jay, who has a Philly accent, like not a terrible one anymore. I dated somebody from Boston.
Ugh.
Yeah, I dated Dave from Boston, who he had like the whole Boston accent. It was Carla. I'm so into it. I love it.
Like I'm from Long Island. That's a pretty bad accent, but you're definitely gonna leave me for somebody from Wisconsin.
No, Wisconsin's not so bad. I like that hard, awful accent, like a Carla or like a water ice, a hoagie type accent. Hoagie.
That's Philly.
Go pack the cat. Carla, you wicked awesome.
Hilaria woke up this morning. She's like, "Yeah, fuck you, Alex. I'm from Boston. How about them apples? How do you like them apples? You fucking."
This fucking shit is garbage. It's garbage.
Fuck you. I'm wicked awesome.
My boy's wicked smart.
So what do you like? He just had no. You think he was in on? Has he said anything? Do we know? Has he said anything?
Yeah, he went nuts on somebody on Twitter.
Yeah.
He went nuts saying what? Like, no, yes, she is from Boston, or no, she's not from Boston.
He was saying basically like, yeah, her family's from Boston, but she spent her childhood in Spain. And then he went on like a not safe for work rant and like telling people to go fuck themselves.
My family's from East Islip. I spent my childhood punished, so I understand.
So you get it.
Fucking ridiculous. It's the dumbest fucking excuse that anybody could ever use. Well, we summered in Rangoon, so.
So he's standing by her, saying that she's born in Spain and Spanish.
Well,
He's supporting that.
She's Pez dispensing his kids at an alarming rate.
That's fine, but he could just be like, he can also be like, look, I don't know what's going on. I love my wife. She may be going through something right now.
He's got to cut his losses, but he's also an angry maniac. He probably fucking grabbed her by the throat this morning.
Yeah, she's going through something. You know what that something's not? Customs. Oh
like,
my
how
God.
weird is that? Oh, it's such a weird thing to do.
Got taken off.
Now, do you think like her family has been watching her?
From Boston.
But do you think her family has been watching her like stuff on Instagram and whatever she posts, and they're like, why the fuck is she talking like that? What is she doing?
Yeah, no, exactly. Oh, she's just some whore from Boston who liked 30 Rock?
Is this like when Madonna moved to London and got that British accent for a minute?
That was the worst.
You know what I'm talking about, right? She just went over there. All of a sudden she was like, cheerio.
She fucking ruined Guy Ritchie. Ruined Guy Ritchie. And yeah, then it was all that fucking, I'm standing on the queue. Okay.
Exactly.
Waiting for the lift.
We're going to go up to my flat. Shut up.
It's so... I love watching bad things happen to Alec Baldwin. But then I put myself in his shoes. I'm like, oh, that sucks. Who the hell wants to be fucking married to some white chick?
You, most days. What are you talking about?
You are. Look at her.
Latinos come in all colors, Tim.
I mean, if you're at some point you're thinking, well, I'm dating this eccentric, exotic woman, and then you find out she's essentially a Larry King caller.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking Dawn from Boston, you're on the air. Whatever her fucking name is.
My thing is I date Carla, and she looks white, so people don't have to ask questions. But then, like, all her, like, idiosyncrasies, I'm like, oh, she's just exotic, and her families are from foreign countries.
Oh, I get it. So she's like barbecue. The heat is on the back end.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fair.
She looks presentable up front, but it's a fiesta in the back.
It's a fiesta in the back. I mean, sure.
What's that face, honey?
That's the non-party. That's not very Andrew WK of you.
That's classy in the front, fiesta in the back. You're a human mullet.
Yeah. I don't like being roasted by a fucking slice, a craft single, and a fucking hunk of Velveeta. You guys can pick which is which. You guys can pick who is who. I don't care.
I was saying that I love you and you're exotic.
I'm not exotic. Don't fucking fetishize me, dumbass.
So,
I'm from New York.
As a Latino woman, I have to know what you think of this situation and that level of appropriation.
It's so weird.
Does it offend you?
No, because I feel like there's something wrong with her. Like,
you think?
Like, I mean, it's just like what? Like, I think that many people really do fall in love with different Hispanic cultures. Like, I know the Mexican culture is really like people who live in Mexico really fall in love with it and consider themselves Mexican. And I think you can do that. You can say I'm Mexican by way of New York or whatever. I think you can fall in love with a culture and consider yourself ingrained in that culture without, lying.
You know what I really want? I really want to see a buddy cop flick between her and Rachel Dolezal.
Yeah, like, and there was another chick. There was another lady. I don't remember.
That would be amazing.
There was another lady who like said that she was like, I think she said she was like Afro-Latino, and then she said she was something else, and then she said she was Puerto Rican. And it turns out she was like a Jewish chick from California who just happened to have very curly hair. Like, I don't understand why people keep doing this. Like, do we know like where she like what kind of
minorities get treated better in this country than Caucasians?
Shut up. Should it be like the freaking Prince of Long Island? Like, do you even have?
I mean, that's a very bold statement.
It's a very basic statement. That's not a bold statement. That's the Wonder Bread of white guy statements. That's really basic.
It's a very bold statement.
Why do people
That's the pumpkin spice latte of statements.
Way to pretend to be minorities when they're actually privileged white people? Because they get all the passes.
Well, I mean, they're women, so they are minorities and they are not privileged, not in the way that like you white guys are privileged. Like nobody has privilege like a white male in the United States.
Except for every female on the planet.
What, like ladies' night drinks? That's our privilege?
Yeah. You know how much money I'd have in the bank if I didn't have to pay for alcohol?
I don't know. I don't pay for alcohol. I wouldn't know. I have no idea I don't even know what alcohol costs.
I'm a little astonished that you're not upset about this because it really.
Yeah, I thought you might. Yeah,
it checks the boxes of things that you dislike. You know, the appropriation, the doubling down. I don't. It just.
I think there's something so. Like there's something so wrong with someone who does that. Like you have to have some kind of like mental problem or like emotional problem to do something like that. That's literally living a double life. But like I can't get mad at it because I can't wrap my brain around it. Like how, like I guess if you want to talk about she has a lot of children, right? Like
yeah, she's white from Boston. She procreates like a Hispanic, right?
Yeah, I already made that joke in the beginning. You hack. But like so much of
stuffs all them into a Honda del Sol.
I try to pass along like my culture to my kids. So what was she doing all this time? Like how do you do that with a culture that's not yours that you're just pretending to be? Like,
she basically was Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder. I'm the dude playing another dude.
Exactly.
Like a dude. Okay.
Took off her sombrero.
Like I don't understand. Now, Mike, I gotta ask you this: do you think he definitely knew about?
You think he knew the whole time, or you think he was just like something's off about her accent?
He had to have known because I mean they've been together for how long, and that Boston accent has to slip out. He has to have met her family. I don't know if her family's going along with the whole lie either.
Yeah, that's the other thing. He met her family, and like, there's not a. I mean, it's a fucking redheaded guy named Mike. I mean, stop. That's her dad.
There's not a kinky hair in the bunch.
No.
Hey, wait, your mother doesn't have a mustache.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna tell my mother you said that.
Wow.
No.
My mother doesn't have a mustache, but I'm gonna tell her you said she does.
Terrified of that lady.
You better get stabbed. You better get stabbed up in this piece because we really are Colombian.
I think it would be hysterical to like be in on a scene where they do a 23andMe and fucking Alec Baldwin just gets the results and finds out that his kid's not Latino at all. Oh.
So what is she?
Spanish fluency of Mike Bloomberg.
What
I don't know. I don't know if she may be Latino. I don't know. But
no, she's not.
At all.
Not. No, like
I thought maybe she just wasn't.
You guys talk. I'm gonna look it up because like her name is Hillary and it's something else that I was like, what the hell?
It's Hillary Taylor or something like that.
Yeah, it really is like a very Caucasian name.
Yeah,
did you not watch The Fresh Prince?
I think she just came from an affluent Massachusetts family that used to summer in Mallorca.
Okay, here's the thing you were talking about. Alec Baldwin has not safe for response. Okay. It's all bull. Former. Okay. She had a zero Spanish accent growing up. Her name is. All right. I mean, this is a lot. Her name is Hillary Hayward Thomas.
Holy shit. She's literally the first person on the Mayflower.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
37th generation American. Like, I don't even.
37th. Her fucking grandfather's on the 10-cent piece.
Wait, hold on.
What?
I'm trying to see. He said, Alec Baldwin's initial statement was, a lie can travel halfway around the world while the truth is putting on its shoes. Like, what the does that mean?
Yeah, I don't know what the hell he was talking about, honestly.
He was born in Boston but grew up in Spain is what they're going with.
Yeah. and she identifies as Spain.
I really hope that it was like Gary Glenn Ross when like he asked her, "What's your real name?" "Fuck you, that's my name." She just gave his own lines back to him the whole fucking time. Yeah. Oh, that'd be so good.
Oh my God. So Hilaria has frequently been covered in publications like Latina.
That's another reason I thought you'd be mad.
Oh, like they don't give me the time of day, but they've got me here. No, I guess like that does make me mad because that does make me okay. So you know what kind of makes me mad? So now that I'm processing it properly, you know, I'm really going through it. This is making me mad because as a person of color who doesn't have a lot of color, I often, you know, kind of people are like, oh, well, you're not a Latina, you're not Hispanic. Like I get kind of like, rather than being painted into the corner, I get painted out of the corner. And then here's this chick who, you know, really doesn't represent, you know, our culture and just has no fucking idea what she's talking about. And she's gonna make it harder for, you know, Latinas in shades that you wouldn't think are Latinas. She's gonna make it harder for us. So yeah, okay, you know what? I fucking hate her. Fuck that bitch.
And it's come full circle. Wow, that was quick. That was a lot quicker than I thought.
Yeah. Fuck her mental deficiency and whatever the fuck is wrong with her. Fucking medicate her and let her go on living like her white yoga instructor life. And God, fuck Hillary. Fuck
well,
her.
you tell she just has identity issues. Like she had the eating disorder, and she hates herself, and she wants to be somebody else. So
she had an eating disorder? I didn't know that.
Yeah, she's bulimic, and then she found yoga and found health and sandwich.
She's really more of a Steven, but she landed an Alec.
Yeah. She deserves a lesser Baldwin, is what you're saying?
I would say Daniel and maybe Steven. Definitely Daniel. But yeah.
She's definitely too good for Billy.
I mean, most people are. Billy. Oh, Billy.
I mean, he should leave her. He should leave her. She's a liar.
How could he leave? Well, he doesn't care about kids. That's a good point.
I mean, what does he care? He didn't fucking deal with his other kid forever.
You are a disgusting little pig.
But he also, like, once they broke up, he just kind of moved on, and you know, he could find some other chick and have 5 more kids. He'll be all right.
Yeah,
he'll be distracted by other kids. You know what? Now I hate Alec Baldwin too. I fucking hate them all. I hate all of them. I hate every Baldwin.
You see? One step at a time, Mike. One step at a time.
She's coming to our side. My side.
Oh. I'm coming back around.
I don't have a side. I don't care either way. Let it all burn.
It's just so shitty.
You sound like each other. Like even today, Carla was saying my hatred for Mitch McConnell kind of makes me sound a little bit like her. And he royally fucked up today. What did I tell you this morning, Carla? Before the fucking vote went to McConnell, I said he's gonna fuck us all. He's fucking us all today.
Oh, 100%.
Today's the day. And I hate him. Always hated him. He's an establishment Republican.
And let me tell you something right now. Most of these other Republicans did not either want to vote for this thing. They are happy that Mitch McConnell took the bullet. And then they can sit back and because here's the thing. There's no way that Georgia's being flipped in 2 seats. So Mitch McConnell's going to stay in power. So all he had to do is say, I'll stand in front of you and take the hit on this one. Because there's no way we're giving these people $2,000. Because they don't fucking care. They just don't give a shit. So he took the bullet. They get the pass because they get to say, well, no, we really want this. Yeah. You know. And,
everyone already hates Mitch McConnell. Other than establishment Republicans hate Mitch McConnell. Conservatives hate Mitch McConnell. Democrats fucking have despised him forever. And a lot of people are coming around to hate him. So what does he care? He's a fucking lizard person anyway.
He is a lizard person. He's a turtle.
Yeah.
He is a fucking
He's a
turtle.
fucking shellless turtle with fucking bro mama from the train jowls.
Aaron.
Peanuts make me choke, Aaron.
Wait. So there's somebody in our comments saying Boston was rated the 2nd best accent, Long Island rated the worst.
That's true, though. That's true.
But like,
she's got a point.
We have a Long Island accent. Heather Dennis, do we have a Long Island accent? Because like, I don't.
Yes.
First of all, I love a horrible accent. So you know, it's full circle for me. I love I love that.
Yeah, well, you
cock your cock.
start
I love
the
it.
two worst accents in the United States, and now you're with.
I guess in theory, I've dated the 3 worst accents in the United States. I dated the Philly, I dated the Long Island, and I dated the Boston.
That's fair. By the way, Heather said that her dad's name is Dave Thomas.
So Heather is my source. Heather is my source. Heather is friends with Hillary's family. She's
Heather sounds like she would be friends with Hillary. Yeah.
She's friends.
The Mean Girls of
yeah. Her maiden name is Hillary Thomas. So this is who we're talking about.
They're the Mean Girls of North Boston.
Are we getting exclusive scoops? Well.
Yeah, we're getting exclusive scoops.
Were they both on the crew team at Cambridge?
I think it was like a Heather, if you're watching, did you go to school with her, or does your family just know her? Because I read somewhere that
Did you go to escuela con Eladia?
Oh no, I think we've all been gato fished. Oh,
that was well played.
That's good. I stole one of Carla's jokes, and then she stole one of mine.
And I stole yours.
So we're even.
That's amazing. This won't. He'll get beat up for this. Like it's everything else with Alec Baldwin though. He gets beat up a little bit for it, and then he fucking does something else, and everybody forgets about it.
And makes fun of Trump on Saturday Night Live, and everyone loves him.
Everybody forgets that he beat the shit out of some guy over a parking space, and
that he tried to beat the shit out of a stewardess because he wanted to play a game on his cell phone,
or that he beat the shit out of Kim Basinger, allegedly.
Yeah. Did he really?
I think allegedly.
Yeah.
I actually have no knowledge of it.
He has anger management. Sure.
What was that?
Don't we all?
Fair. He definitely has anger management issues. He's always red.
Dave Thomas. That's fucking amazing.
Dave Thomas is your dad.
I love that his name is Dave Thomas. That's my favorite thing ever.
He shares the name with the founder of the Square Burger.
One half of the McKenzie brothers, and then the founder of the Square Burger.
Do you know why Wendy's burgers are square? Because they don't cut corners.
That's the fucking word.
I applied for a job at Wendy's when I was a kid, and they told us.
Are you shitting me? That was the wow.
That's their thing. Yeah.
Wait, no,
you know why we poke holes in the burgers at White Castle? Because we're soulless.
Heather wants to clarify. She did not go to that shitty uppity school with Hillary Thomas. She managed her dad's property.
I managed her dad's
She's
property
really in the know.
in Boston.
Yeah, they were an affluent family in Boston, the Thomases.
Yeah, this is great. I really want to call her dad and be like, "Did you just accepted your daughter just came home with a weird accent one day, and you were just like, okay, it's cool." And she was like,
"You didn't go to that highbrow Hilaria Tommaso school?"
Ay, Dios mío, me llamo Hilaria.
Oh man, that was hot.
Yeah, that's wow. Well,
I always try to speak Spanish.
Well, let's leave Alec Baldwin alone for a minute and talk about the swift, cool crush of justice. There was nothing better. Nothing better than watching a cracked out, skinny ass white guy catch a fresh one right to the face and points if there's something in the hand. Oh.
That poor white gentleman was attacked by that black monster.
Oh my god. I don't think we watched the same video.
I think
oh my god. That video, I enjoyed that video from the first moment I heard someone go, "He's gonna pop him." He's gonna pop him. I was like, hell yeah, he's gonna pop him. I hope he pops him good.
I think, and like Tim said, some of us may have had a rough week. That may have gotten people through this week. Because I think the week that this is one of the most tense weeks I think we've had in a long time as a country. And I think we all watched that video on the same day. And when you heard that Twisted Tea slip mash against that jerk off's head,
I gotta tell you,
we collectively went, "Ah, that was."
Somebody
good."
said to me,
That spray of Twisted Tea unified the nation.
well, somebody said to me, this is the deadliest day that the U.S. has had in since last Tuesday or whatever it was. Like, it's just deadly day after deadly day. And I looked at them and I said, yeah, but did you hear the Dave Matthews Band mashup of the Twisted Teeth?
That was also
was fantastic. Do we have that, Tim? Can you play that clip?
I don't. I have I don't think I have the Dave Matthews thing, but I have the.
If anyone hasn't seen it,
the original. So hold on a second. I'm gonna play it right now.
play it.
Fuck your mama, nigga. Fuck your mama. You know what I'm
gonna
saying?
pop up.
I live on 400 Oxford Avenue, 2 blocks away. And you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? I'm gonna walk to you. I'm gonna walk right to my house for you, bro. Oh God, I'm not trying to disrespect you, bro. I'm not. I'm the same nigga all day, every day. Are you kidding me? Where you from, nigga? Where you from? Where you from? Where the fuck you from, nigga? You from here? Get the fuck out of here, you a clown, nigga. Oh God, you a clown, nigga. You from here? You a clown. What, you gonna smack me with that? Smack. Smack me. Smack me, nigga. Come on, yeah. Drop it.
Yeah, you got yours, buddy.
Call me another fucking nigga. I don't give a fuck. Hey, man, you learned this lesson, man. Ain't no reason to be. Call me another nigga. Ain't no reason to find him out. Call me another fucking nigga. Okay. Good? You good now? You're good. I asked you not to call me a nigga.
I don't blame you, dude.
You're good.
Hey, I can do what I...
Then we're back. I love the lady filming it at the end, her saying, I can do whatever I want.
He's gonna pop him. Wait,
He's
now,
going to pop him.
Where does, I did not like dig too far into this because I was too busy, just enjoying it for what it is. Where is this taking place? Do we know?
I'm gonna guess either
Georgia,
Tulsa, Oklahoma.
I feel
something
like
like that. Yeah.
Something about it was giving me a very Philly, like South Jersey vibe.
No, I was getting a South. I was getting a deep South.
But you know that like part of Jersey, the South Jersey, somehow like they have a little rednecky like accent tendency.
Where they think they can talk to black guys like that too.
Yeah, no, there's not a chance. That's absolutely South.
Yeah,
Absolutely South. Mississippi.
I'll tell you one thing though. That Twisted Tea better been for his girlfriend because that's a pussy drink. I don't care how big he is. Plus, he's black and overweight. You have to assume he's diabetic.
I will tell you
I don't
this.
think is he really that overweight? I don't think he's that overweight.
Hey, big black guy. They're all diabetic. They got that sugar.
I will say this. I will not be happy until I see that guy doing an actual Twisted Tea commercial, just like the guy with the ocean spray shit.
He should be the new dog face.
The new face of Twisted Tea.
He should absolutely be the new face of Twisted Tea.
Yep. Twisted Tea really should latch onto it like Ocean Spray did.
Yeah. You
just need Stevie Nicks in the background.
Thunder only happens with smash, smash, smash.
I mean, I would absolutely love to see something like that. Him on the, because they haven't. Come on, this is the most play that Twisted Tea is ever going to get. Ever.
Yeah.
He's looking.
Something I have it like at the end of the night after drinking like whiskey all night, and I need to like quench my thirst. I'll have a Twisted Tea. Otherwise, it's shit. It's a shit product.
I mean, this ad campaign. I mean, how they haven't done it already is beyond me. Like you show the clip and then Twisted Tea. It hits hard. Done.
Yeah.
That's it. Done.
I mean, it sells itself. It really does.
The memes have been unbelievable. Me and Tim were saying before, I saw one. It was Chris Brown sitting next to Rihanna at the VMAs holding a Twisted Tea.
Oh, yeah. That one was beautiful. Oh, God.
The chick on the phone, she's like, how hard are you going to hit it tonight? And the guy's holding it, Twisted Tea.
Yeah. I don't know why I went with this one. That's Caesar being pelted to death with twisted teas.
That's phenomenal. That Neo
The eyes
loading
of
the gun
Twisted
and the
Tea.
bullets of Twisted
Twisted
Teas.
tea. Yep. I mean, it's just the gift that it's like when the Tiger King memes happened for a little bit.
Yeah.
I feel like that's gonna be this.
It's just like I always carry that thing, and it's just a guy holding it.
Twisted tea. That
Do you guys think? Do you guys think that Trump would have saved his reputation if he would have pardoned the Tiger King?
Absolutely.
I think, yeah. I'm surprised it hasn't happened already.
I'm not convinced he's not going to do it like within the next week or two.
Right. I mean, he's got to get all the other
If
boxes.
he does that,
all the people that actually
if he
deserve
does
jail
that,
time.
like,
Oh my!
I'll
The
lay down my
pandemic
sword
started with the Tiger King and ends with him getting out of jail. We can't write it any better.
Nah,
than
dude.
that.
I mean,
I know. I'm saying I'll lay down my sword with Trump if he lets the Tiger King roam free. We're back. We're on good terms now.
Guess what, motherfucker?
Vacation at Mar-a-Lago this winter.
Yep, we'll squash the beef. I'll vacation at Mar-a-Lago. It'll be great. I'll buy some Trump vodka, some Trump
He's
water.
about to lose Mar-a-Lago.
Is he?
Yep.
Why?
Because something having to do with the town or the city. He was only supposed to use the residence for a certain amount of time. It wasn't supposed to be a permanent residency, and I guess he's just saying "fuck you guys." So
he fucking fucked you to Cuomo, left New York, and made Mar-a-Lago his permanent residence.
Right, and Florida's like So,
he'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
He's that kid's gonna make it.
Yeah, he's still bilking
I think
people
he'll be
out
all
of money. We're still fighting. We're still fighting. It's fucking brilliant. It's brilliant. I can't knock hustle. I just can't. I won't do it.
The trolling's been epic. It's it's a fun ride to watch him go out.
It's a fun ride.
Ride.
I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. We stood 4 hours in line for this thing, so I'm tired.
Oh man! Hey, watched Wonder Woman. How was that?
Oh,
Did you watch it, Tim?
oh yeah. I mean,
Not that bad.
Well,
It's not that good.
I'm sure we'll
could've been
argue
better.
about it on Friday, but
I was gonna say you guys are probably gonna talk about it on Films on Tap, so let's not really get too far into it.
no. I mean,
Well,
but
I
we
talk
will.
about it a little bit.
Because I actually wanted to, because I know you watched it. I wanted to hear your thoughts on it, Mike.
I did not watch it actually.
I think. Look, I think this is hilarious. By the way, this is hilarious. I watched it
Like Alec
with
Baldwin's wife.
my two daughters. Juliana, was in and out. Yeah. And we were an hour and 50 minutes in, 1 hour 50. And I was still pretty into it. I thought it was great. At an hour and 50 minutes in, I thought it was long, but it held my attention, right? So there's 40 minutes left. If they made those last 40 minutes, 15 minutes, it would have been fucking fantastic. But instead they made it 40 shitty minutes. Like, I don't know who decided it needed to be that long.
See,
And just
I
added in all this
watch it.
extra shit that wasn't necessary.
I do intend to watch it, but like this week, like I heard all my friends on Facebook who are feminists and comic book nerds slam the movie. I'm like, if those two groups of people are slamming it, it's got to be shit.
That's a team up right there.
But it shouldn't have been.
Yeah, I mean,
Tim, you saw it. At what point did you give up on it?
in the
Opening
beginning.
credits.
Yeah, yeah, essentially. I knew I was in for a very tiring time with the opening scene and just how god-awful acted it was, how terrible the CGI was.
Oh, with the kid?
Oh, the whole thing, yeah. And I was like...
CGI was bad.
I was like,
It was bad.
oh, fuck, this is an issue. And then even if you go into a little further, when they first cut to her as an adult... as Wonder Woman saving the day. We won't go too far into it with spoilers.
Mm-hmm.
But that whole sequence was fucking terrible. Everybody in it was terrible. So I was like,
that could have been shorter.
shorter.
But like, right, that could have been. It could have been out. But you know, I thought that the purpose of that was just to kind of set the tone for the time period that they were in. Because like you see them, there's like B. Daltons and like the kind of just showing them all.
The time period tone is already set. You're calling it Wonder Woman 1984.
Yeah,
and
but
everything around looks like 1984. That could have been done without that fucking bullshit sequence of her saving the day. I don't know. Like I said,
look, we in my household enjoyed that. Like I agree it wasn't well done and it could have been much better, but we found it entertaining. So that I didn't have a complaint at that part. Like I understand what you're saying and I agree with it. The CGI was terrible. That whole mall scene
was fucking terrible. That's
but it was entertaining. It was entertaining. Up until that point, it held my 5-year-old's attention.
Well, I mean, that's fair. She is smarter.
So she's a smart one, and she's the brains of this operation.
Maybe she saw something in a color pattern that I didn't see, but you know.
But after that, and now like I'll field any of your complaints. I would say after that, up until an hour 50 in, I had no complaints. I had some real questions about the plot, but we'll get into that on Friday. But not any complaints about the entertainment value of the movie.
Yeah, I mean, I have multiple problems with a lot of things that we will discuss further on Friday. Mike, I definitely want you to watch it because I absolutely want to hear your.
I'm definitely gonna watch it this week.
Because I know
had a lot of mess.
Well, that's fair. That's fair.
Jungle in there.
I don't know.
It's not like any of us are doing comedy on Thursday, so we have plenty of time on Friday to watch movies.
It's true.
Also, and I said this on Films on Tap, and I know I'm going to end up saying it again on Friday, but I will say this. With all the people that are complaining about it, I do firmly believe that if you let's just say on a scale of 1 to 100 and you're just assigning points of how much you hate the movie, and let's say you're at where would you be, Tim?
I mean, it's not something that I actively hate. I'm not rallying against it. It's not a ghost story for me. A ghost story is something that, if I ever see the director, I'm gonna kick his balls up into his neck.
What's a ghost story? I don't know if I saw that.
It's Batman vs. Superman.
Well, that's the thing with this movie. This movie is like watching the Justice League all over again, and it being so terrible that they need to make a re-edit of it that they need to re-release. It's almost like Godfather 3 where Francis Ford Coppola went back and changed a couple of things just to make it palatable.
I miss not even on purpose, for some reason I've missed so many of the DC comics movies.
You haven't missed anything.
No, which is what I've been told, but it's just this stuff that I usually would end up seeing in the theater, and for every movie there was one reason or another why I didn't get around to it, and then by the time it was out of the theater, everybody was like, don't even bother.
There's one or two.
So I'm not sure. I don't know what the disconnect between making the great Marvel movies is and then not making shitty DC. I don't know what the problem is.
I don't like superhero movies at all in general. It's not fucking something I actively seek out to watch. The Marvel ones are well done. I thought Endgame was pretty cool. But for the most part,
I'm a big Marvel guy.
Yeah.
I'm a big mark for Marvel shit.
Yeah.
But
I thought I thought Logan, when I sat in the theater and watched Logan, because it's such a non-superhero type of movie, it's more like a Western. I get chills at that scene where she takes the cross on the grave and turns it to the side so it forms the X. I was like, wow. But I don't like those movies.
It was well shot and well written. It was just
completely
good.
And the black and white edit that they did is fucking amazing. This movie, Wonder Woman 1984, was just fucking shit on top of shit on top of shit.
Yeah, but do you think part of the reason why it was so many people are complaining about it is because, like what I was saying before, I have great appreciation for the streaming services, and we're all home right now, and we're going to be home for a while. But at the end of the day, it's not a movie theater experience.
Well,
And this is a blockbuster movie, and blockbuster movies are made to be seen in the theater.
better
And I
get
don't care
used
if you
to it.
have the wiggling chair and the surround sound. It's not a theater. It's
Once
not
my
a movie
buddy Ray
theater.
Goot said it was shit, I'm like, this movie's definitely shit because he loves that stuff.
It was so disappointing because, and maybe unfairly, the bar was set high, but like, Patty Jenkins did a fucking great job with the first one. The first one's a really solid movie.
First one I loved it.
It's
No
a good
complaints.
one, absolutely a good flick. Gal Gadot, she can be a good Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
It's just that there's no material here. Well, she's no Linda Carter, for Christ's sake.
I was gonna say, if she's an okay Wonder Woman, I just feel like Wonder Woman should be a little thicker.
Less Israeli soldier.
Just a little thicker. She could be plenty Israeli soldier.
Anti-Semite.
She could be a little bigger in the button legs. She's an Amazon.
They should have had a Baldwin play her.
I hear she's from there.
Hi, Marlene. Hi, Juliana. Hi, my love.
So cute. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't think it was any great shakes. So, and we are going to discuss it quickly before we go over our best.
But I do think it's really funny that I did go into the text message. I'm like, hey guys, I'm an hour 50 in, and this was great. And they were like ready to roast me. And then 40 minutes later, I was like,
Yeah.
man, a lot can happen in 40 minutes.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, Chris was ready to fucking jump all over it.
Yeah, but
Larry Baldwin does identify as an Amazonian warrior princess. we all have to support that.
But it was about every 10 minutes that Isabella and I would just look at each other and we were like, well, I guess this is what everybody was talking about. Like,
yeah, not good.
It's kind of it's taking a series of lefts.
I enjoyed
where it should be zagging.
I enjoyed infinitely more the 30 seconds of watching a white crackhead get smacked in the face with a fucking can than I did the 2 hours and whatever it was.
2 hours and 30 minutes. It was a long movie.
Yeah, I know. I started it last week. I just finished it before the fucking show.
I think if somebody had gone in, if an editor had gone in and really, like that last 40 minutes, there was so much that could have come out of it. I don't want to give anything away, but there's shit that happens in the last.
Give it away.
Nobody
Nobody
cares.
cares.
No, I don't want to. But
No.
what happens to Kristen Wiig is unnecessary and should have just. You didn't need all that. Because from the first moment I saw it, I was like, stop, enough. We don't need all this.
I can't wait to talk about it. I cannot wait to talk about that whole fucking thing. Oh, atrocious.
Yeah, that whole part, that was 15 minutes done. Didn't need that. Gone. If we take out the scene that you didn't like, that's 5 minutes. Now we're down to like 2 hours and 10 minutes. We can cut out another 20 minutes of this movie and it would have been chef's kiss.
Alec Baldwin's wife has a more engaging story than what took place on screen. And honestly, it's just shit. It really is.
It wasn't shit though. It needed better editing.
No.
It had great parts.
No.
But what I was trying to say, but I still stand by. I think the reason why
his great parts, Alec Baldwin's wife, none of them Latino.
No, but I think the reason why you can't enjoy it fully and why it's so easy to trash it is because you're not seeing it in a theater.
Yeah. I don't disagree that the theater brings an element, but here's the problem. The problem is it was more tolerable not watching it in a theater than actually having to sit in a theater thinking the entire time, are we fucking out of here yet? This is ridiculous. Yeah. I still gotta fucking drive home. There's, I paid to see this. This is like fucking $60 out of my pocket. It's. I would have been pissed. I would have been infinitely more pissed at the movie than I was with just going, huh. All right, what's next?
I would be really interested to know what the reviews were from somebody who saw it in the theater. If they hated it as much as people who watched it at home on HBO Max.
Well, they give it 2 ventilator puffs up.
I'll talk to somebody from Florida who doesn't have a Nazi for a governor. We'll figure it out.
The theaters are open.
Florida's like at a 21% infection rate, and they have no more space in hospitals for anything. Even
So what? Let them go. Clear the parkways.
people can't even get lipo in Miami anymore. That place is about to go into chaos. You can't get Botox or lipo in Miami. It's over. They're gonna lose their shit.
Yeah, Florida stinks. I watched a movie called Greenland over the weekend, and it's basically, you know, the plot of every fucking disaster movie. There's a comet hurtling towards Earth. It's an extinction level event, and you know, of course, there's breakaway rocks that hit the atmosphere first. And the first place to get nailed was Florida, and I was like, oh yes, there's your hanging chad.
Was that a porn? It was
But Disney World's.
Greenland.
Disney World's.
Ah, fuck Disney. They're the worst of them all. Are you kidding me?
They should have just ended the movie right there where it hits Florida, and it's just like everyone goes crazy.
That's it. All is right with the world.
But what happens with every other country? I don't care. I don't really care. Florida's gone. We're good.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's, you know, I'm good. Makes it more rounded. Like Dave Thomas doesn't like his burgers.
Nice callback.
Now, guys, have you sorry to switch topics so harshly, but have you guys actually been following the days of our lives element of what's going on in the Senate? Do you guys know that Bernie Sanders pulled a Mitch McConnell on Mitch McConnell in a plot twist today?
No.
He held up a defense bill vote until there's a full vote on the $2,000 stimulus payment.
Wow.
It's such a WWE fucking match. And listen,
he pulled a Triple H on him.
it really, you hear the glass break and Bernie Sanders comes in
with a chair, and he just smashes Mitch McConnell. I would pay so much money to see that.
I saw a meme.
I would pay top dollar.
I saw a meme today of Bernie holding a gun saying, "I'm not asking anymore, motherfucker."
I just want him to come in with a twisted tea and just fucking bash the shit out of Mitch McConnell.
And I've watched enough romantic comedies where I just know that pretty soon Mitch McConnell and Nancy Pelosi are just gonna fuck. I think I've watched enough Lifetime movies where I know that's what's gonna happen.
If it was gonna happen, it would have happened over Christmas. That's when that shit happens. When they're they get stuck and then it's snowing and then one of them's like, you know what, we should go out for hot cocoa. And then they fall in love over a hot cocoa bomb or something. But it's past Christmas now. It's never gonna happen.
And then Mitch McConnell says the N-word and Nancy Pelosi gets wet and then it's all over.
Do you even watch Hallmark movies? It's you don't even know the fucking plot.
Her eyebrows get stuck on his jowls. It's a whole thing. I mean, yeah. I would love to see that shit go down between...
the Nancy...
100%. I'd pay for that.
You would watch that?
I'd watch it. I'd broadcast it to all the AMC theaters.
You'd go to a theater to see it.
Got to get people back into it. Listen, I'm going to theater to see it because I feel like if I don't, then it's going to really sully the product.
I'd riff tracks the whole thing. It would be great.
Riff tracks the whole thing.
Guys, our comment section is dry. Where are our people? Where's Mama Asher? Where's Daniela Asher? Where are people?
Nobody fucking pays attention anymore.
What happened?
We're giving you gold tonight, asshole.
Dude, this is one of the days you've had in a long time, and you people are all jerking each other off.
It's a rough week. It is. But I didn't hear about any of this Bernie Sanders shit holding up a defense spending bill.
Oh yeah, no, he definitely he hit him right in the fucking nads on that one.
That's good. Force his hand. Force all their hands.
It's definitely a good. You know what? That is. Mike says, now all of a sudden Mike's not a Republican. I've never been a Democrat.
They're a Republican.
The reason why is
conservative all along. I never liked
but I've never really identified as a Democrat because they don't do anything. They just kind of get steamrolled, and they should do more of this. All right, you're gonna hold up my bill, I'm gonna hold up yours. You're gonna hold up the one that really means a lot to me. I'm gonna hold up the one that really means a lot to you. So now let's fucking do it. Either we vote on both of them or nobody gets what the fuck they want, and that's it. You know, like that's Bernie Sanders fucking strapping his balls on and making something happen. They never do that. They never fucking do that.
Yeah, well, the system's broken. It's been broken for a long time. It was broken, it was broken with Gingrich, and then Harry Reid came in and changed the Senate rules, and that was that's why we have all the shit we have right now. Where you can have a slim majority of people that just fucking control everything. So Harry Reid's a fucking idiot. I'm glad he lost half of his eyesight. Mitch McConnell's a piece of shit.
So sick of all these fucking people. It's just,
it's enough is enough. The whole system's broken.
Mike's really taken down his Trump flag a lot since the election.
I am not. Trump's the only one that's fighting for us right now.
Who's he fighting for? He doesn't give a shit. Come on, stop
He's
it.
the one that's fighting for us to get a standalone $1,000 bill. Stop it anywhere. He's the only fucking person fighting for us right now.
Stop.
Who's fighting for us? Pelosi.
Now you just sound silly.
Pelosi, who's trying to
you just sounding crazy.
send all our money to Pakistan to tell them to stop chopping each other's clits off.
Stop. You sound silly now. You just sound silly.
The whole thing with that spending bill, all right, and this was an omnibus bill, right, which means they just threw a bunch of things together because they needed.
I want to see a lizard on a treadmill in Mexico.
They needed to pass a budget by the end of the year, so that's what happened. So a lot of those line items that were complained about were legitimately negotiated by the White House. So, I mean, the whole notion that, all these people wanted this, there were two separate bills. The COVID bill and then the spending bill were two separate bills. They were put forth together and voted on together because that was the easiest way to do it. And it's a bullshit
easiest way, but that's not what Trump wanted. Trump said, put a standalone bill on my desk. I'll sign it like this. $2,000. Boom. Done.
And he's not wrong. And I will agree with him. He's not wrong. Yeah. However, there was a bill put forth for $2,000 a person a month or two ago, and they wanted nothing to do with it. So, I mean, nobody in Congress gives a shit about
now he just wants to fuck the Republicans. He feels betrayed by them.
He does feel betrayed. That is for sure.
So now he just doesn't give a shit about the Republicans. He was never.
And the Democrats just want to fuck the Republicans too, and they don't care who they're hurting. You can't make anybody the good guy here.
Yeah. If they end up fucking the Republicans, though, that's $2,000 in your pocket.
Yeah.
Take it. But Trump is right. Should have been more. I mean, he should have been
even a broken clock is right twice a day.
Whatever.
I know. I date you.
And
so you're right twice a day? Twice a day?
No, I date you, and I know that a broken clock. I throw gold out there, and it just goes right over your head.
That was Comedy Fool's gold. You need to work on your shit.
You're Comedy Fool's gold.
You're Comedy Fool.
I killed it the One Eye Jack's open mic last night.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
We had fun. Last night was the One Eye Jack's open mic holiday party.
Holiday party. Nice.
Super spreader event.
Good God. It just keeps
Everyone's
going
getting
up.
corona from that.
Oh, man. Everybody's getting corona all over the place anyway. It's brutal. It really is. And it's only getting worse. I read an article that I can look for it if you guys want to chat, but it was either in Arizona or in Colorado. They actually have somebody with the new strain, the new British strain. Colorado.
Of corona. They found somebody.
Yeah, it was
Colorado, is it?
Yep.
Yeah. So it's here. It's here. It's over.
Of course it's here.
It's over.
It's
but I said that from before. It's it's all over Britain. There's too much international travel. It is becoming a worldwide problem of refusing to shut down. New Zealand was able to cut their cases because they didn't let anybody in or out of the country, and they shut it down. Nobody else is willing to shut it down.
Gordon Ramsay's willing to shut it down.
Flying in here. Who?
Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay. Shut it down.
He'll shut it down.
It's been the problem day one. It's all been half measures, and
a lot of foot dragging.
It's something that should have been done. It's something that should have been done on the federal level from day one. Now we're all about to be fucked. We're all about to be closed down again for the winter. Which,
The only
you know,
reason I
wasn't
agree with
terrible.
you on the federal level issue is because interstate travel is so easy that it would you'd have to have the federal government to shut everything down.
But then, he's a dictator. Donald Trump's a dictator.
Yeah, there's no
That's
winning
what-
that situation. Somebody
No,
has to
it's
be
just a regular dick.
or a tater.
The state Democrats have all the answers. Then why did Cuomo fuck up, and why didn't they shut down the subways?
And that's true. That's the thing, because when you have to make those decisions, you're falling on a sword either way. Especially when you don't know shit. So people had to make shit decisions and tough decisions. And some of them fucked up real bad. And the lack of ownership for that, like, because I don't think Cuomo owns a lot of the bad decisions that he makes.
He didn't own any of the shit, just like Trump did a lot of the shit. And, if they did, we would understand more, because say, you know what, you had to make a decision and you did. We understand that you had to make that decision, whether it was right or wrong, and just own it. If it was wrong, just be like, oh, I tried my best. I really had the best intentions.
What it boils down to is there's a staggering amount of narcissism in New York. If you're from New York, you're a fucking narcissist. I mean, look, Trump's a narcissist. Cuomo's a narcissist. What?
Would you say they're self-important?
I didn't go there.
I'm just asking. It sounded like you would be talking about people who are self-important with a tendency to pontificate.
Narcissistic. Whatever. Anything else on the agenda?
I don't remember what else we said.
As we're wrapping out the year. This year started with Australia on fire. And
now the rest of the world joined it.
Yeah.
Remember when it was just Australia that was on fire, guys? The good old days.
Honestly.
Yeah, remember it was just Australia that was on fire? Now it's everybody else.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Honestly, I'm looking at Australia and I'm just thinking, wow, if we don't change things, then this planet is fucked by like 2050. And then along comes March.
And now look at Australia. They're doing great next to New Zealand. Fucking.
So we have a question from the comments. Where do you think comedians fall on the line for the shot?
Last.
We're talking shot like Old Yeller to the back of the head, or
the vaccine shot. I think as far as priority last, because you got to give it to the essential workers first, and especially the first responders. Who are around people with COVID, not like comedians who've all either moved to fucking God knows where country.
In Nashville.
Yeah, Nashville.
Austin and Nashville.
All the comedians moved to the Midwest, back to their parents' basements, so they don't fucking need the vaccine. They're not going to be seeing anybody. So,
where are you right now, Mike?
Where am I?
Undisclosed location.
The same place I was before COVID hit. And I'm not fucking going anywhere. But you know what else I do all day? I fucking go out. I leave my house and go to work all day in schools.
So would that make you an essential worker?
I'm an essential worker. Wasn't for me.
You're gonna get the vaccine?
Huh?
Does that mean you're gonna get the vaccine?
I don't need the vaccine. I had COVID already.
Yeah, but you don't have antibodies left.
Get it? Not against getting it.
But does that mean you're gonna get it?
I will get it, but I think there are a lot of people who should get it before me.
You know that like prisoners are likely to get it before. Well, at least I know for me, there was like a calculator. Like you fill out all this stuff, like where you live, what you do, what kind of house you live in. Yeah. And literally, prisoners are. I'm like in the last. Like it said, like 8 million people will get a coronavirus vaccine.
I'm not against getting it. I'm excited to get it, but there are a long line of people who deserve to get it before I did.
Healthcare workers, elderly people, people who are immunocompromised. Yeah, first responders. Like those people should absolutely be getting this thing. At least all of them should be taken care of by March. Then we could start talking about other people. But before then, no.
Comedians are the lowest form of human beings on this planet anyway. They deserve to get it fucking last.
That is true.
How rude.
hate every
How rude.
I hate every comedian.
That is true. You really it's listen, you want to be a comic, you got to just go out there and get the virus yourself,
Yeah.
and work your way up like every other comic before you. Okay?
Exactly.
You got to work those antibodies up the hard way.
I mean, it's what I did. I didn't take the easy way out.
There's no virus jumping, okay?
No, I didn't take the
Most,
easy way
most,
out.
most city comics I know are eating out of garbage pails anyway. They're immune.
Wow. I mean, that's fair.
I saw a comedian eat a half-dead pigeon and ask if anybody else was going to eat it.
I saw a comedian take the rat,
Was that
wrap
Tell
the
My
piece of
Lotus?
pizza around it, and then take a bite.
And that was just at one restaurant in Farmingdale.
Oh my God. I forgot that happened this year too.
Yeah, remember? Hey, this 2020 wasn't all bad. That happened.
It's my understanding that they're having a fundraiser show and they're looking for comics. So you guys should definitely go and
Who is?
somebody in Farmingdale.
Oh, yeah.
It's a dirty pizza rat.
I gave it the office. No knocking or anything. That's do what you do.
But it's my understanding.
Charity's cool.
It's my
Somebody better
understanding-
keep tabs on where every penny of that fucking money goes to.
Oh
I
my
said
God,
they're
I
looking
really
for
didn't want to
comics.
start
It's my
2021 this
understanding
way.
they're looking for comics. You should just go there.
They wouldn't know a
And
comic
volunteer.
if it licked them in the asshole. So
Which is a
Do
lot.
comics do a lot of asshole licking?
yeah, have you ever heard any black comic talk within the last 3 years? That's all they do. They hump stools and talk about licking booty, and they yell loud. That's
You
why
act
people.
like you've never humped a stool. Like you
Or
never
talked about
humped
licking
a
booty.
Stool. Stop it. I like you don't talk about licking booty. Stop it.
Mike Def Comedy Jam Keegan. I fucking love it.
Mike, women be shopping, Keegan. Women be shopping.
Oh, that's too funny. Yeah. I don't
Mike Hamburger Keegan.
know. Hamburger, yo.
Hamburger.
Mikey Keegan, quack, quack.
Oh, man.
All right.
So comics should be last. Any other questions? No, thank you.
Comics should
Did
be
you
like-
see
Comics and strippers are last, in case you were wondering. We're always grouped in with strippers. I don't know why.
I have
Strippers.
a friend who remained nameless who just had COVID. I just spoke to him today. Today's his 10th day, so he can go back into the world again. And he's like, my first thing I thought of, I got to go get a lap dance. I'm fucking immune now. I have fucking antibodies. I'm going to get a lap dance. It's the first thing I'm doing. And he was a big strip club guy, so he was hesitant to go to strip clubs the last few months. But he's like, first thing I'm doing now
Can I
that I
guess who it is?
Now he's all up in the shrimp buffet.
Can I
Carla.
guess who it is?
Yeah, I'll give you one guess.
Does the name rhyme with Smitchy Smyrn?
It exactly rhymes. I spoke to him today, and he's just like, Mike, I stayed away from strip clubs for 8 months. And,
I didn't know Smitchy had the vid.
Yeah, he just today's his 10th day since he was diagnosed.
I saw him on a podcast that he does. And since we're not saying his name, I won't mention the name of the podcast.
Pink smokes and s'more smelling.
Yes, exactly. That one.
With Smitchy Smyrn?
And he did not look well. He looked sick. I felt.
Yeah.
I was wondering what was. I should have texted him.
Yeah, he's been in rough shape.
I'm glad he.
You should have gotten this new HD camera.
I'm glad he's feeling better. Is that what that is? You're very excited.
But yeah, congratulations to Carl's new camera. Happy New Year, everybody.
Yes.
Have a wonderful, safe, and blessed New Year from all of us at Domestic Disturbance.
Yeah, and we will we'll be coming back at you next year, talking about God knows what. But goddamn it, tune in more people and share the fucking show. We gave you some goddamn
really.
gold tonight.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, this was actually this was fun tonight, guys. We or I should say I am very interested in getting some merch going for domestic disturbance.
Mhm.
So if you guys have any ideas of like what you would like to see / wear / be involved with merch,
Domestic
throw it at
disturbance
us so we can
gloves,
Domestic disturbance
Domestic
what?
disturbance jerk off club.
shower gloves.
I got mine on.
Teespring make those. That'd be awesome. Yeah, definitely let us know that. If there's any topics on the show, you can message the domestic. You can message any one of us actually about topics you want to discuss on the show. But we got things coming up in the next year.
Tim and Mike, your dick pics, they forward the best 10 of the day to me. But they're the first ones. You can send them the dick pics, not me.
It's okay. Yeah. Anyway, so last thoughts of the year, Mike.
Let's just get this year over with, and nothing's gonna change next year. It's not gonna be
Honestly,
it's not gonna be like everything's gonna flip a switch. But it's gonna be better. We got some work coming in. Hopefully, we'll be doing some more live stuff. But I think this is gonna be 6 months of a lot of virtual comedy. So
yep.
So just support comedians. We haven't made money in 8 months.
Yep.
Support small businesses and comedians.
For sure.
Share their podcasts and tune into them.
Yes. Carla, final thoughts.
Final thoughts of the year. It wasn't that bad. It really wasn't. We got to spend time with our loved ones. We got to get back to cooking, to taking care of ourselves, to self-care. We got to be thoughtful about our health. We got to be thoughtful about the environment. It wasn't that bad. You know what? Taking it back a few notches was probably good for all of us.
So
Not getting coronavirus is probably good for most of us.
Yeah. Well, look at all three of us. We all three of us beat the most deadly pandemic in the last 100 years. We're fucking superheroes.
We beat it once. Now we're just gonna try to beat it again.
So far, yeah. I mean, that motherfucker almost Ivan Drago'd me. I like the fact that Carla's outlook on 2020 is the same outlook she has on Wonder Woman 1984.
And it also f***ings me.
Guys, I'm a kindler, gentler Carla.
Kindler.
2021.
You cannot say kinder.
Kindler, gentler Carla. Kinder.
How the Fonz can't say wrong. Like, ruh, 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 ruh. Ruh, 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 ruh.
It's because I'm not kind. I don't know how to do that.
You're far more lure than kind.
Kindler.
I'm a kinder.
You are der.
Tim, your last thoughts for going into the new year.
Fuck your optimisms, kid.
It
all
sucks.
you people, fuck your
We're all
optimism.
gonna cry and hate things.
Honestly, get used to life being shitty because it's gonna be that way for a little bit. Okay.
But why is it shitty? Why is spending time with our loved ones?
There's nothing wrong. Listen, there's not, and that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the world in general. Spending time with your loved ones is fantastic. More of us should take stock and do it. I'm talking about the world in general is not going to get any goddamn better. We're getting dumber by the moment. We can't pay attention to anything that's not fucking 59 seconds at a clip. And our elected officials are absolute shit. It's not going to get better. Fucking get over it. Get used to it. Stop your bitching and fucking live your lives. Next year's not going to be fun. That's my final thoughts on this year.
Same miserable people that were miserable the past 4 years are going to be miserable 4 years from now.
There is no...
disagree. I'm so much more positive than I have been.
There's no magic answer.
In poverty.
There's no magic answer. So I do look forward to doing this again all next year and us getting together once a week and being able to skewer pop culture and all the things that go on. It's my favorite thing to do is fucking bullshit with you guys. So we will definitely see you guys next week and talk about how the world has ended. Yeah. So, by the way, Friday, check out our best of the year on Films on Tap right here at Guz Radio, 9:30. We'll be discussing Wonder Woman and why Carla is 100% wrong.
Isn't that what we're always discussing? Isn't that what every podcast that I'm on is about?
It's Mike's favorite podcast because it's just 4 people shouting at you, telling you you're wrong.
Yeah. Oh, it gets me so hard. I got to watch it live last week, and it was awesome.
It's literally the other mics.
Fucking A. The other mics.
And watch all the shows on Govs Radio.
Yes.
Not Dead. No Rhyme, No Reason.
Yes.
That one where the fat guy's depressed all the time.
What?
I forget the name of it. Does it get better?
Oh my God. Neil's show? Yes.
There's one. What's that other one?
Laugh, you'll cry, you'll worry about your ankle mobility.
You'll laugh, you'll cry. Well, you cry. But what was that other one that we were talking about the other day?
Space.
Huh?
Soul Space.
Yeah, and the other one.
I wasn't privy to any of that discussion that you guys had at dinner. But let's see. Soul Space, you got Steve Squared.
Steve Squared.
Right.
Yeah.
You got No Rhyme, No Reason. You got us. Check out the guys in Limo Talk.
Marla Schultz has a great show.
Schultz has a great
Flipping
show.
the Switch, yeah? Is that what it's called? Flipping the Switch?
Yeah. Obviously, Knock 'em Dead. Does it get better? I watched a couple episodes of it. It's fucking interesting.
Yeah.
Plot twist, it doesn't get better. Ever.
I am here to tell you that it doesn't. It definitely doesn't. But that doesn't mean we can't strive for better and try to figure out what the fuck is up. So I'm all about it. Yeah, check out the stuff on Govs Radio. Support the goddamn station. Share our shows.
Governor's doing Zoom shows now. Check out their Zoom shows every weekend.
Yep.
They got a New Year's Eve Zoom show with Jessica Kearson.
Yep. Definitely. The links can be found up, I think, on our page and the Governor's Comedy Club's pages. Yeah. And we'll see you guys next year.
Next year.
Here, guys. Bye. Thanks for a great year, everybody.
Woo!
That was like as sincere as my dad wishing me a Merry Christmas.
Your dad dead?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it was you a Merry Christmas last year. Yeah.
He's actually been more sincere in the past 10 years.
Oh, man.
Good night, kids.
Good night, guys.
Good night, guys.
We've lost our voice! We've lost our voice! We've lost our voices! It's in the way! It's in the way we breathe! We've lost our voices again! It's in the way! It's in the way we breathe!
We hope you enjoyed this episode of the Domestic Disturbance Podcast, and if you didn't, even better. You can show us your disdain by sharing the show from iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, and Google Play. Though honestly, nobody uses Google Play. Check out our Facebook page for any upcoming comedy shows or appearances from Carla, Mike, and Tim. Also, don't forget to check out our favorite band, Bore, on Spotify, or purchase their new EP, Bore 2, on iTunes or Bandcamp. We'll see you next week, Rageaholics.